You want to start studying in Germany by October 2026? Well, your countdown actually starts right now. I see so many students who think, okay, I'll start preparing next year. And then they miss the whole intake because of the APS delay or visa issues. In this video, I'm going to show you the complete timeline, month by month, from doing your research all the way to landing in Germany. And I will also share how I planned my own journey back in 2018. That time I secured my seat, and today, just 6 years later, I'm a German citizen. So let's make your journey start the right way. Here's the thing about Germany. Everything is structured. Every single process, APS, IELTS, block account, visa, they all take time. If you start planning 1 year ahead, you will stay relaxed. You don't panic about deadlines and you never lose an intake. Whether you are still finishing your degree or taking a gap year, this timeline is going to keep you completely on track. Okay, let's start from the beginning, November to February. This is your research phase and the most important one. What you need to do, look at programs on DAAD, QS rankings, and university websites. Check tuition fees, application deadlines, IELTS requirement, and if APS is needed. See if knowing German language A2 or B1 gives you any advantage. Now, I highly recommend making an Excel sheet. Add columns like university name, program, tuition fees, deadline, IELTS requirement, GRE if needed or not, German language required, and the portal link. Actually, on that point, I already made a complete video showing exactly how to shortlist universities step by step. I also shared a ready Excel sheet for computer science programs. You should watch that video after this one, and you can just copy the same structure for your field. February to March 2026. Documents and language preparation. Now it's time to building your application documents. And here's what you need to do. Take your IELTS or TOEFL. These two are accepted by almost all German universities. Collect your transcripts, finalize your SOP, get your LOR signed, update your resume, and keep digital and physical copies of all documents at one place, including your passport, mark sheets, and certificates. Store everything safely in Google Drive or a secure cloud folder so you can access it anytime during your application or visa process. If need help, I have already made videos on SOP and LOR. Check links in description. Also, start learning German or continue if you already started. Try to reach B1 level before your visa interview, or at least before you land in Germany by September. And trust me, B1 German is a huge advantage. It helps you in daily life, finding internships, and honestly, it makes a real good impression during the visa process. Even though many courses are in English, having German proficiency also strengthens your overall profile and can indirectly improve your chances of admission, especially when university assess motivation and integration readiness. If you are not sure how to learn German effectively, I have made a video about how I learned German myself while studying masters. You will find the link in description. APS certificate, when and how to apply. Alright, this is one of the most important steps. APS. APS stands for Akademische Prüfstelle. It's basically a joint office of the German Embassy and DAAD that checks if your academic documents are genuine before you apply to universities. Right now, it's required for students from India, China, and Vietnam. So when should you apply? If you are in your final semester, apply with your 7th semester mark sheet plus a letter from your college saying you are completing your degree. If you already graduated, apply as soon as you get your provisional degree. You don't need to wait for the original certificate. APS usually takes 8 to 12 weeks, sometimes even much more in peak times. So applying by January or February 2026 is perfect. The earlier you start, the smoother everything goes later. March-April 2026. Apply to universities. Once you submit your APS or get it approved, it's time to apply to universities. Most universities open applications in March and close by July 15th. But here's the catch. There are exceptions. RWTH Aachen, many courses close by end of March. TUM, several programs close in April. University of Stuttgart and Mannheim, usually around April 30th. So always check the exact deadlines on each university websites. You will apply either through UniAssist if required or directly on the university portal. Just remember, UniAssist alone can take 4 to 6 weeks to process everything. So applying early really keeps you safe. May to July 2026, admissions and visa preparation. Depending on when and where you applied, you may start receiving admission offer from May or June for universities with earlier deadlines like TUM or RWTH Aachen. For most other public universities, especially those through UniAssist, the majority of offers arrive between July and August. And now, listen carefully. As soon as you get your admission letter, don't wait. First, pay your semester contribution or tuition fee early, because many universities require this payment before issuing the final enrollment or admission confirmation, and you will need that proof for your visa. Next, book your visa appointment immediately. Don't wait for other offers. You can even book with your first admission letter and later update your documents if you receive a better seat. This way, you stay ahead in the queue while keeping your options open. For visa preparation, open your block account. Most providers now include a German current account in the same package, which becomes active once you arrive in Germany. Arrange your health insurance and gather all financial proofs like block account confirmation, sponsorship letter, or scholarships. Next, secure your accommodation early. You can do it through Studentenwerk, Wiki-Gesucht, or other student housing portals. Having a confirmed place to stay is part of your visa documentation and saves you from the housing rush later. In 2025, many students face long embassy delays, some waiting over 10 weeks and even losing their intake despite having admission letters. So the key is simple: prepare early and stay ready. That's what separates the successful applicants from those who end up waiting another year. July-August 2026, flights and final checklist. Once your visa interview is done and your application is under processing, your focus shifts to final checklist before departure. But book your flight only after the interview or once your visa is approved. Don't buy tickets before, just keep tentative dates ready for the embassy. Organize all your documents, your passport, visa, APS, admission letter, insurance, and housing proof, and save digital copies in Google Drive or a secure cloud folder. Being prepared like this makes your travel and arrival in Germany smoother, professional, and stress-free. September-October 2026, arrival and settling in Germany. And then finally, time to fly. Most German universities begin their winter semester in October, with orientation and welcome events taking place in late September. Ideally, plan your arrival for mid to late September. That's the perfect balance. It's early enough to attend orientation and complete all your registrations, but not so early that you end up paying extra rent or waiting for your dorm room to be vacated. When you land in Germany, there are few important formalities to complete. First, register your address at the Rathaus, City Hall. Next, most students receive a student visa that's valid for up to 1 year. Once you are settled, you will need to apply for student resident permit at local Ausländerbehörde or foreigner office before your visa expires. The resident permit is usually issued for up to 1 to 2 years at a time, depending on your study program, and can be easily extended later. Make sure to book your appointment early, especially if you live in a large city where waiting time can be very long. For your appointments, prepare these documents: passport, university admission or enrollment letter, proof of accommodation like a rental contract or confirmation, blocked account confirmation or financial proof, proof of health insurance, and biometric photos. If you arrive during the official orientation week, your university will usually guide you through all these steps directly. Most universities have student volunteers or international offices that help with registration, resident permit applications, opening a bank account, and even getting your transport ticket sorted. But if you arrive a bit late, don't worry, just contact your program office or senior students who have already completed the process. They will tell you exactly where to go and what to bring. The key is to stay calm, follow your checklist, and complete these formalities on time. That's how you start your life in Germany smoothly and stress-free. Personally, I feel those first few days in Germany are magical. New faces, new goals, and a life you once only imagined. And that's when your Germany dream stops being a dream and start becoming your real story. Okay, let me quickly recap your roadmap. First, November to February, research and shortlist your universities. You can watch my video and download the Excel sheet. January to February, apply for APS early if APS is required in your country. February to March, prepare all documents and try to reach B1. March-April, apply to universities and remember the exceptions I told. May to July, start visa process right after you get admission. And June to August, book flights. Lastly, September-October, arrive and start your semester. Follow this timeline and you'll be sitting in your first German university class by October 2026, confidently and right on time. I started my journey exactly the same way back in 2018, just planning everything carefully. And honestly, that decision changed my entire life. If you want to stay updated or talk to other students on the same path, join our ETA Discord community. It's a space where students and professionals share general guidance, updates, and experience about studying and living in Germany. Let's build your success story together. And see you in Germany very soon. Tschüss.